One of the highlights of the Arby's Classic is always the slam dunk contest. This high-flying jam by Inman Hawley of Tift County, Georgia was your winner. Tift County is one of 4 teams fighting to advance to the championship finals tomorrow night. And for the first time since 2005, a local team has advanced to the semifinals of the Arby's Classic. David Crockett played back-to-back double overtime thrillers to poach their place into tonight's semifinals. A win would make the Pioneers the first local team to advance to the finals since 2001. The Pioneers got off to a great start. The sweet backdoor pass to Patrick Good for the land, and then it's Good sharing the wealth, kicking it out to Peyton Ford, who buries the 3. But they couldn't put a lot of distance between themselves and the Blue Devils. Tyree Jackson comes around the corner and hits the 3 ball. Crockett led by 2 at the break, but those overtime games caught up with them. They ran out of gas in the second half, and Tift County pulls away for the 72-55 victory. Championship game of the Chick-fil-A Classic in Elizabethton, the host team taking on Chucky Doak. Adam Cornett helps the home team race out to the fast start, hitting the circus shot. Back the other way, the Black Knights with the outside touch. Tanner Barkley with the 3, but Betsy had its outside game going too. Hayden Townsend toes up the triple. Elizabethton is your tournament champion, knocking off Chucky Doak 52-45. ETSU got some bad news as they entered their final game of 2014. The Bucks were without leading scorer Geelon Gwynn for tonight's game versus Morehead State. Gwynn has a calf injury and will be reevaluated tomorrow to see if he can play in Saturday's SoCon opener against Western Carolina, which meant other players were going to have to step up tonight, and they did. Isaac Banks getting the start in place of Gwynn, getting the bucket on this pretty move to the hoop, and then it's Deuce Bello dribbling to his right and then hitting the pull-up jumper. The Eagles, though, pushed the home team, especially early on, although they pushed them late on, too. Xavier Moon with the hoop and the harm, but tonight's game was TJ Cromer's game. He had a career game in Gwynn's absence. This 2 of his game-high 25 as ETSU sneaks out the 75-72 victory. The Tennessee Lady Vols wrapping up the 2015 home season against Stetson. UT raced out to the early lead behind Diamond DeShields, who outscored the Hatters 10-2, and then on the break, it's Tay Cooper from the corner. The Lady Vols led by 10 at the intermission, and the floodgates would open in the second half. On the run again, this time it's Cooper kicking it out to DeShields, and DeShields did what DeShields does. She hits the 3 ball. She led all scorers with 30. The Lady Vols win 90-56. News 5 Sports Director Casey Getz has perfect timing. He's following the Tennessee Vols as they prepare for Friday's Outback Bowl, and he arrived down in Florida just in time for today's Beach Day. He files this report from his very tough assignment.
Wednesday was Beach Day here at Clearwater Beach. At Clearwater Beach with the Vols, Casey Getz, Fox Tri-Cities News at 10.
And that's it for sports. More Fox Tri-Cities News at 10 is coming up next. There are so many traditions at the Arby's Classic, and new ones being added every year. It's part of what makes the tournament so great. And there was one added this year you might not have noticed, but gives a whole new meaning to rocking the hardwood. You might call these the rock of the Arby's Classic, and him the chairman of the board. By day, Kelly Flannery is one of the trainers at Tennessee High, but his hobby is woodworking.
I've been doing woodworking for like 6 years now. I designed these that I'm sitting in. The one he's in right now is I saw it in a magazine and just wanted to build it.
And this year he brought 3 of his creations for people to enjoy at the Arby's Classic.
Spend a lot of time here sitting on the floor, so I want to make some comfortable chairs to sit in.
This is the first year for Flannery's Creations courtside, and he says the tournament workers are enjoying these seating upgrade.
I think people like them. It's kind of something different rather than just like a regular basketball chair or folding chair. Everybody kind of wants to sit in and try them out.
Okay, so you know, I just moved here from the state of Kansas, so as you could probably imagine, I've heard my fair share of jokes about the Wizard of Oz. But for the Henderson Racing Team, which is based in Abington, it's no joke. There really is no place like home at the Bristol Motor Speedway. When the number 75 Chevy of Henderson Motorsports pulls out for a lap around the Bristol Motor Speedway, it's different than most weeks. Racing at your home track seems to have that effect.
I can't say enough good things about being at my home track, Bristol Speedway. They call it many things, the last Coliseum, whatever, but it's home racetrack for me.
The race team is based in Abington, Virginia, just 26 miles from the track, which makes this weekend the biggest weekend of the year for this team.
When you're at a small hometown kind of place, like Bristol or Martinsville or someplace place out in the country like we are, it's definitely a big deal because there's not as many people from the area. So the community really gets behind us.
So far this week, Holman has been fast, really fast. In fact, he was 9th quick in today's final practice, giving this team even more reason to be excited about what might be in tonight's race.
We expect a very good run. We're excited about our chances. We got a lot of speed. Real happy with it.
We're very excited about it. We're very excited about this race. We feel like that we want this race to be like our turning point. So we feel like this could be a very good week for us.
Now, Holman and the number 75 team will start tonight's race from the number 8 position, and Kyle Busch will start the race on the pole. Now, if you're out and about and you want to keep up with the race, but you aren't near a radio or something, you can follow me on Twitter at WCYB_Heather. And, of course, I'll have a complete wrap-up from both races tonight at 10 and 11. Casey? The TSU women returned home to Brooks Gym on Monday night with something they have had only one other time this season, a road win. The Bucks beat Davidson on the road Friday to improve to 6-6 on the season, but ETSU is perfect at home, mark they hope to keep intact against Austin Peay Monday night. The improved play for the Bucks may have as much to do with the fact that the team is finally healthy than any other factor.
You know, I have to give a lot of credit to our kids. They've shown some toughness. Shamari is playing through a high ankle sprain. Mallory sprained an ankle. Tips broke a finger and had a sprained AC joint. We've had a little bit of everything.
UVA Wise connected on a school record 18 threes as the Cavs upset number 14 King College 100-87 in Wise. Matt Day led the way for Wise with 28 points and Cameron Fort added 23. The Tennessee football team held its final practice before Christmas Sunday morning in Knoxville. The team will take a few days off for the holidays before reconvening in Florida on the 26th. But they're not the only squad from Tennessee working hard for the Outback Bowl performance. Another group, much closer to home, will be on the field in Tampa on New Year's Day. Every note, even the not-so-perfect ones,
not straight eighth notes,
puts the Sullivan South Marching Band one beat closer to the performance of a lifetime.
I am so excited. I'm excited to spend time with my friends, and especially since it's my senior year.
We were very excited to find out that we were going to Florida. Many of our band members haven't been, so this will be a first for them. So we knew from the beginning that this would be very exciting.
The band has put in long hours.
We rehearsed basically every day after school.
And logged dozens of performances.
Friday nights, the football games, and on Saturdays we have competitions, and that usually lasts all day long.
But its upcoming performance during halftime of the Vols' appearance at the Outback Bowl will probably top them all.
We're the only high school band in the state of Tennessee that's going, so finding out that UT's going to be there, it's like, oh my goodness, now we have someone to cheer for.
A lot of hard work went into getting this band to Tampa, but performing at halftime of UT's bowl game actually is a bit of holiday magic.
We actually, we're invited to go to this. We actually had 4 different invitations that were given to us in January this last year. And the reason I chose the Outback Bowl in the end was because it's SEC versus Big Ten, and with the hope that UT might be able to get the bid for the Outback Bowl.
My luck, basically helped us a little bit, I guess.
In addition to being a part of the halftime show, the South Band will also perform at area theme parks and the Outback Bowl Parade in the days leading up to the game. Dobbins Bennett soccer standout Jordan Broadwater has been named to the U.S. Olympic Development All-Star team. The junior is a member of the U.S. Under-18 team, is the only player from Tennessee to be named to the All-Star roster. Tough test for the Tennessee Titans on Sunday against the Patriots. Tom Brady hooks up with Rob Gronkowski for the 5-yard touchdown. And that was just the beginning of the bad news for Tennessee. Titans quarterback Marcus Mariota is sacked by Jamie Collins. Mariota holding his right knee. He would leave the game and would not return. Tennessee loses 33-16. Also tonight, Austin Price of Rivals.com is reporting that Greenville High offensive coordinator Cody Ball will be the new head football coach at Cherokee. That announcement expected on Monday.